We have our top 5 QBs with their backs against the wall this year, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to start it off with one that I don't want to say hating on. I'm not a hater, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a realist. I'm going to start with a guy that I have said I don't think is going to be that guy for this team for years and years and years now. His last postseason appearance was in 2021. He started off the year hot last year, 21 touchdowns, ended up with 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 3,800 yards. Drum roll, please. Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals. Your back is against the wall. I think that he's been in just such an odd position, right? The Cardinals have been such an odd position. The way they're building their team is weird. Now, he came in when it was a thing to go get your quarterback and then build the team around him. Now people are realizing, oh, we're going to build the team and then we're going to get the quarterback. So Kyler Murray just year after year has been going through a building process, and the building just hasn't been good. You know what I mean? James Conner's over there, solid, injury prone, potential. You got Marvin Harrison, who, if him and Kyler can build a connection, this team is going to be absolutely amazing. I just think Kyler Murray has to go out there this year. Again, has not seen a postseason since 2021. I think Kyler needs to go out there. I think he needs to make the playoffs, or he's going to be in that hot seat. It's going to be a do or die. I don't think this year is particularly a do or die year because I think his contract expires in like 2028. And they're not going to just cut Kyler Murray. That would be absolutely ridiculous. Could they trade him? I don't know. Probably not. Here's the thing. It's hard to get rid of a quarterback that's decent, right? Regardless, you're going to use him as a bridge quarterback. Maybe you draft a replacement, but you still need time to groom that quarterback unless you are somehow if the Cardinals are somehow absolutely terrible this year, then yes, Kyler Murray might get replaced. I do think he is on the hot seat though. At number 2, no order on these, by the way. I really didn't put these in order. I was just thinking of guys off top. At number 2, Sam Darnold. Seattle Seahawks fans, me, myself included, I really did not want Sam Darnold in Seattle. And this is coming from a guy, when Sam Darnold came in the league, I was like, this dude is going to be good. And I watched him 1 year with the Jets. I watched him 2 years with the Jets, 3 years with the Jets, 49ers. Then I saw him on the Vikings and I was like, man, it must be really easy to throw to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. You know what I mean? So, and he had 35 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 4,300 yards, was in the MVP conversation. That was a absolute solid team. Absolute stacked team. And is Seattle going to be able to protect Sam Darnold? Because that's, at the end, what happened with the downfall of the Vikings. They couldn't protect Sam Darnold. He was out there seeing ghosts. Was it Sam Darnold, or it was Sam Darnold that was out there seeing ghosts, right? I can't remember. I think it was. Regardless, out there seeing ghosts, yet was it Sam Darnold that was seeing ghosts? Anyways, I think it was. On the Seattle Seahawks O-line is nothing great. It's not amazing. And he is going to be pressured a lot. So we'll see how Sam Darnold does under pressure. I think this is a prove it year for Sam, just because we got a young guy on the bench. We can cut Sam for free if we need to, basically, compared to what other teams can cut their quarterbacks for. Next on the list, Tua Tagovailoa. Yes, I get it. They made the playoffs. They've made the playoffs multiple times. Tua's situation is different, right? One, if he gets a concussion again, the NFL's medically retiring him. I'm glad they have a guy on the... Who did they get? Quinn Ewers. I think Quinn Ewers is going to see some time this year, which is unfortunate because if Quinn Ewers sees some time this year, they're probably medically retiring Tua. 19 touchdowns last year, 7 interceptions. Obviously didn't play the whole season. When's the last time Tua played a whole season? Was it the year before? He had a pretty solid season the year he played the whole... But that's the thing. When you're a franchise trying to go and be great, when you're trying to win a championship and you don't know if your starting quarterback, the most important position on the field, ladies and gentlemen, the most important position on the field, the one where when your starting quarterback goes down, unless you got Nick Foles on the bench, you're probably going to be absolutely awful. Not a lot of teams have great quarterbacks that can go and your starting quarterback goes down and you're like, you know what? We got this guy on the bench. He can lead us and do it. Now, I know in theory, that's what you build your team to do. You're a backup quarterback for a reason. And the Dolphins' backup quarterbacks get a lot more PT than they absolutely should. I think this is a prove-it year for Tua Tagovailoa. If he gets injured again or has a bad year, we might see Quinn Ewers. Anthony Richardson of the Indianapolis Colts. You are on the hot seat, brother. And they've made it known that Anthony Richardson is on the hot seat. They've made it known they're bringing a quarterback in to compete with him for that starting position. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I think Daniel Jones is that starting quarterback by week 1. I think week 1, they're rolling out Daniel Jones. The thing with Anthony Richardson is Josh Allen completely ruined the league. I'm going to throw it out there. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson more or less Josh Allen. Josh Allen came in the league, and what they were saying about him is he's so athletic. If you can teach him how to pass, he's going to be ridiculous. They luckily, he had the intangibles to learn. He was a decent passer, but they turned him into a really good passer, if I do say so myself. Anthony Richardson is having a problem with that. I know y'all remember Josh Allen coming in and doing nothing but running the ball his rookie year. What did he do, start halfway through the season? And they might have thrown the ball, I swear on my life, everything I love, 5 times a game. It was actually kind of insane to watch, but Josh Allen is a dog. Guys like Anthony Richardson are getting drafted now. Not a lot of college tape. Big arm, athletic, and can run through you. And they're like, oh, we're going to teach him how to pass. They're having a hard time teaching Anthony Richardson how to pass, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's on the hot seat. I have an honorable mention before we get to our, I would say, top guy. I said these weren't in order, but this is probably our top guy. Honorable mention, Trevor Lawrence. I'm not putting you on that seat yet because you just got paid. I think you just got paid, 2 years ago? We got to see something. I get it. He was injured last year. Haven't had great teams. Has had nothing but wide receiver 2s his whole career. You finally got a guy that I think can be wide receiver 1. You got Travis Hunter. He could potentially be a wide receiver 1. I think you got versatility over there now. The running room is solid. You got a deep running back room. I think Etienne's good. I think he was injured last year. Tank Bigsby a dog. I think you went and drafted someone else that's supposed to be an absolute stud. All right? I think Trevor Lawrence could potentially be on the hot seat. I'm not saying he is yet, just because he started with terrible coaching, injuries, this, that. I think this is the team that if he cannot go and win a playoff game with this team, something is wrong. All right? And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, is it y'all's year this year, Dallas Cowboys fans? Because it's really up to Dak Prescott. Dakota Wayne Prescott III. Is he a third? Not really sure. Don't know. I think Dak Prescott is on the hot seat. Now, he's coming off, obviously, an injury year. The year before that, coming off of a MVP season. And the year before that, was he injured? Dak's either really good or he's hurt. I'm going to put it like that. Dak's either really good or he's hurt. You're paying him a lot of money, ladies. Top 3 paid athlete, not in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen, in the world. In the world. That's over the soccer money, ladies and gentlemen. That is over the baseball money. Dak Prescott, you got to go out there. You got to win a playoff series, and you really got to go to the Super Bowl. That's going to be a hard thing to do with the Commanders and the Eagles in your division, though. But I think Dak Prescott has to go out there and prove it this year. I don't think Joe Milton is the guy to take his job. Could he be crafted into again, Joe Milton, no film, big guy with a big arm. Can you teach him how to pass? So we're going to see how that goes. Could he de-helm Dak Prescott? I highly doubt it. I still think Dakota Wayne Prescott III is on that hot seat. What I need y'all to do after that segment of our top 5 quarterbacks with their back against the wall, let me know. Did I miss a quarterback? Did I misplace a quarterback? Let us know down in the comments.